How y'all doing? This is Rob Burnham, McHare, Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm reviewing Smallville Season 5, Episode 15. What happens on this week's episode is we meet Victor Stone, aka Cyborg. And what happens is Victor Stone was in this car crash with his mother and his father. And his mother and father died in a car crash, and this robotics company uh, obtains Victor's body and brings him back to life and puts all these robotic systems inside his body. And one of the doctors let Victor free, and he runs off, and he's trying to get away from this robotics company, and he runs out in front of Lana's car and destroys Lana's car, and doesn't have a scratch on him, so he takes Lana to the hospital. Then he runs off, and then Lana calls Clark. Well, Clark finds Victor, and Victor and Clark talk, and uh, Clark uses his abilities in front of Victor after Victor throws Clark off of him accidentally and throwing him into a wall, but it doesn't hurt Clark. And this is how Victor finds out Clark has abilities or whatever. And Clark is trying to help Victor get away from this robotics company or whatever, and come to find out Lex Luthor owns this robotics company because Luthor Corp owns it. So Clark goes to Lex, and Lex assures him he didn't have nothing to do with this, but this is a lie because Lex helps the robotics company recapture Victor when Victor goes to try to see his girlfriend, and Lex and the doctor is there and captures Victor and is about to put a chip in Victor's brain that way they control Victor. And Clark gets there just in time to stop this, and then Victor tells Clark that Lex was with the doctors and that Lex was behind this, and Clark tells Lex he knows he was behind this, and Lex tries to defend himself. But Clark says that's what you always try to do. You always say that somebody's making up stories about you and stuff like this. And Lex tells Clark to let himself out or whatever. And then what happens is when Victor gets caught, he gets shot in the shoulder, and that's why when he goes to his girlfriend, and then this is the doctor heals him up or whatever and repairs his arm. And the only other thing that happens is Martha gets blackmailed by this security guard that was in the worked at the warehouse that Clark saved Lana from where it was exploding. And Clark's on video saving Lana, and Lionel Luthor helps Martha get rid of this blackmailer, and he obtains the video. And at the end of the episode, Lionel's watching the video, and he says, "Your secret's safe with me, Kal-El." And he uses Clark's Kryptonian name, so we have to see what happens with that. My questions for y'all is, now that we know of Cyborg, what's going to happen next? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. This has been an episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.